Guys, it's me. I'm back. What's up, party people? We're like, Mass, come on. No. All right, this show is taking a turn for the. Oh. What's up going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. I'm so happy to be here today. It's been a crazy week with Labor Day and getting my kid back to school. But we got a great show for you today. We got Cole Hopkins on the show, and I'm excited to introduce him to the Monster Bass community. I'm going to apologize to all the people that are going to show up late because I just sent out the reminder. So, hey. It is what it is. I want to say thank you to Liquid Death for keeping me hydrated. And I want to say congratulations to Matt Brown for showing up and being first in the chat. I know it's a battle each week to see who's going to be there. But again, grateful to be here. All right, before we get started, we got a few things we want to talk about. I want to give a big, I want us to all send some positive vibes out to another Monster Bass family member, Carol. I don't know if you guys saw Gramps' post, but evidently she's in the hospital and had a procedure. And, we want to send her our thoughts and prayers for a really speedy recovery because she's a special person to the Monster Bass community, just as you all are. But, I've had the opportunity to meet her at the Bassmaster Classic and her husband, aka Sugar Daddy. And again, anytime someone goes into the hospital, it's a serious thing. And judging from the post from Gramps, who of course we've been sending our love to him for a while now too, because he's not out of the woods. So let's all just make sure that we keep her in our thoughts and prayers. So there's that. We're going to talk about some new baits today. I got a couple brand new baits that just arrived from Grande Bass. I've got a new one from Monster Bass that I just took out of the package. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I want to let Briar, last week we had what was he, 8? We had an 8-year-old call into the show. Which, by the way, I think we could do a huge service to the fishing community if we had a whole show just for little guys and girls, but little kids, because I think it's underserved. And if we can get them fishing sooner, doesn't that change everything? So I want to let Briar know that I sent out your reel, and I'm glad I checked with your mom on the whether you're a right hand or left hand retrieve, because we would have sent you the wrong one. What else is going on? It seems like forward-facing sonar is back in the swing of things. It's front page news with all the rules changes. I don't think we need to talk about it to you guys. Look, who really cares at the end of the day? As long as the playing field's even, right? Like either everybody has forward-facing sonar or they don't. I don't know. It just seems like, who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? If you have it, great. And if you don't, you don't. If you like it, great. And if you don't, you don't. Who cares? Who cares? It's kind of like the purists that still think we got to drive with a stick shift because it's way cooler. Like, I'm glad you like it. I'm very happy with my automatic that just drives. Anyway, what else we got? Whew. I could show the new baits now, but I could, or I could wait. I think we're going to wait. Let's see what else. Football's back. Football is back. And I did my fantasy football draft last night, 12-person team. Last pick in the draft, so I'm picking bookends. I went running back, wide receiver. Then I went quarterback, tight end. And then I went wide receiver, running back, kicker, defense, and then the last two I could care less. I don't love my team. You know, you pick 12th and you're going to get an okay. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Scott Harvey, you got a lot to be happy about with if you're a Green Bay Packers fan. I got to tell you, because, you know, if Parsons plays and he does well, it's a tough team to beat. Who's everybody like? I want to see in the chat, like, what do we like here for I see a lot of Steelers fans. I want to know who Mr. Gambit likes. I want to know who Mr. Gambit likes. I see Steelers. I see Pack. Yeah, we're talking pro, though, guys. We're talking pro football. I'm going to give you my picks each week. You know, we're not going to do it this week. Marty Lawson. Lions could be good. Eagles could be good. Dolphins are going to suck. Oh, Matt Brown. You're such a whatever. Anyway. Okay, so it's fun being a Steelers fan and married to a cheesehead. I mean, I don't know. Is it? Whatever. You can say all you want. Commanders, we know T-Rex loves the Commanders. It's the same thing every year. Houston Texans are garbage. NHL, of course. NHL's the best. Although I did get rid of my seasons tickets this year to the Kings because I just don't go to enough games. All right, but we're not here to talk about football and hockey. I mean, I could do a whole show on that, and I would be so happy because I love that stuff. I mean, I love sports. Ooh, first of all, this might be the worst thing ever. Donald Hearn, Steelers married to a Cowboys fan. You must have like all the ammo in the world to just berate your wife for her choices in football teams, because the Cowboys fans probably go on suicide watch the day that the season opens because they're just awful. And as long as Jerry Jones is at the helm, they're going to just suck. All right, but enough about that. You guys aren't here to talk to me about football. And if you are, let me know in the chat and I'll do a whole show on that stuff, because Abby Little, more hockey than football in Canada. That's true, but if you go to an Argonauts game, you're guaranteed to see some fool run across the AstroTurf with his clothes off and then get tackled. When I lived in Vancouver, I'd go to the games all the time, and literally every single game, some dude would think it'd be a good idea to run out on the turf naked and just get pummeled by security. And all I can think of is how hard that must hurt. It must hurt so bad. All right, guys, my guest today. Wait a minute. School starts for you tomorrow. I love fishing 1, 2, 3. How old are you? Actually, what I want to hear from in the chat is how many kids do we have in the chat? Just comment, just put a number for your age in the chat so I can see how many kids we got here today. Because when I open up the phone lines later, I want to hear from you youngsters. Don't be shy. You're not too country. God. Now everybody's shy. All right. You're not wrong, Mr. Gambit. Bulldogs are underrated. Abby Little, 20. All right. Well, good luck at school tomorrow. All right, guys. My guest today has been fishing for a while. I stumbled across his channel. I was watching some shorts, and you guys know I'm not a big, I don't love to watch a ton of YouTube fishing videos because that's what I do all day is create content and live and breathe fishing. My garage is full of it, as you guys know. And but we stumbled across it, and then he reached out to me, and I was like, this is a really interesting guy because he seems like so straightforward and so honest that I was like, I want to reach out to him because, we get hit up all the time. And I don't reach out to everyone. Like we've talked about this before, because if I did, I get nothing done. I get nothing done. And so I reached out to him, and here we are today. So let's give a big warm welcome from the Monster Bass community to Cole Hopkins. How's it going, man?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Thanks
Awesome.
for being on the show today.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here,
Yeah. So tell the Monster Bass family where are you calling in from, and
Yeah, I am currently in Northern Ontario, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Nice small town. Lots of lakes around here.
Like cottage country?
Yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of back roads, lots of bass lakes around here. But that's pretty nice.
Amazing. And you've lived there all your life?
Yeah, grew up here, 20 years old now. Been fishing here my whole life, yeah.
Amazing. And so you've been fishing your whole life. When did you decide to get into creating content? And what started it all?
That's a good question, actually. So I got into it probably 5 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly when I first started, it was actually what kicked it off was a science project, believe it or not. So my science teacher wanted us to do back in high school, he wanted us to make a video on exploring the outdoors to find different species of animals and stuff. So I made a video doing that. And then I showed my teacher and whatever, and he said, that's really good. You should make more. So I was thinking, well, why don't I start recording my fishing journeys and, post those. So then me and my cousin got after it, recorded some stuff, posted it, and you know what? I mean, it was pretty fun. So I kept on doing it. Yeah.
Amazing. And back in the early days, who did you have like an inspiration? Like whose channels were you watching?
I was watching lots of John B.
Mm-hmm.
The whole kind of the Googan squad before they came together kind of thing. So AP Bassing and John B. watched a lot of them and kind of just drew inspiration from there. And I thought they're pretty cool. So decided to start it up myself, see what I can do. Yeah.
Amazing. And what was it about John B? Was it just he was funny, his content, his editing?
Yeah, I liked his editing. Editing was cool. I'm not entirely sure what really inspired me the most, but I don't know, it just looked like fun. And I enjoyed the process quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started doing it. And it just looked like a good time.
Right on. And so you're up in Canada, so you get to fish for an awful lot of different types of fish. What do you predominantly targeting?
Mostly bass for me. Bass and pike are the main two. There's some walleye up here, but most of the time I end up just casting shore. And so lots of pike, lots of bass. Not a whole lot else. Because where I am, I'd have to go down south a little bit more to get largemouth. So there's actually no largemouth where I am right now. It's all smallmouth and pike pretty well.
What's your PB?
My personal best smallmouth is roughly 5 pounds. I don't have an exact weight. I never had a scale with me. But I guessed. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt. A fisherman guessed his own weight on his personal best bass. But it is what it is.
Yeah, we got someone in the Monster Bass community that guesses a lot. His name is Matt Brown, and he's usually guessing, and it's always like, I think it's about 10, maybe 11.
Yeah. Bit of an overshot, maybe.
And then when he shows us the picture, we're like, I mean, if you stuck that thing any closer to the camera, I mean, the talent level that he has to make a 2-pounder look like a 10-pounder is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
What when you're fishing up there, what's the primary forage?
It's just lots of minnows. Mostly. There's some frogs here and there. Depends where you go, but it's mostly minnows, some crayfish around here and there. But
gobies?
Not a whole lot. Not as many as some places. More down south, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so you're creating content. Do you have is there an end goal in mind? You want to be the next John B?
I mean, maybe, you never know,
Yeah.
Never know what might happen, but yeah, I'm thinking just keep on going, see where it takes me.
Okay.
Stick around for the journey and keep going. But I mean, I would like to, continue to grow, continue to get up to John B's level, maybe, why not? That's a good goal, I think.
How big's your biggest pike?
34.5 inches.
Is that big? I've never caught a pike, so I don't know.
It's not bad. Depends who you ask, I guess, but it's not bad. It'd certainly be a little better, but
And what do they typically eat?
Everything. They're there's not much a pike wouldn't eat. I mean, really. Swim baits, spoons, they're big on spoons. And pretty much anything else, crankbaits, jerk baits, you name it, they're gonna go after it.
Okay.
Sure.
And when you're throwing for bass, what's your go-to? You have a go-to technique or go-to bait?
I like lots of soft plastics myself. Lots of drop shots work pretty well for me. Big on drop shots. More like slower moving stuff, really. Kind of more where I tend to go. Over like a crankbait, usually I'm more of a, Senko drop shot kind of guy, Ned rig even, stuff like that.
Nice.
Seems to do pretty good.
Do you have a thought or an opinion on forward facing sonar, or you don't really care?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. That's for sure. I don't have one. I've never really even seen one in person, really, so I don't have a full opinion, but I think it's certainly changed the game. And I think, it depends what your goal is, I think, on if you're out there to catch fish in the most, the maximum efficiency possible, then, you're going to want to go with that. But if you're just out there to fish, then maybe you're not so interested. But it certainly changed the game, though. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, so much so that we talk about it. I mean, it's a topic that comes up all the time, and we've got some people in the community that love it, some people that hate it, and they're adamant on either side. And I think it's interesting. I mean, the way that they're tournament fishing. Do you follow tournament fishing?
Not too much, like here and there. Like I'll just check it out on the Instagram page or something. I'll check updates and stuff. But aren't there some rules against some of those sonars and stuff? Aren't there some sort of?
Yeah, I think the rule change this year or next year for the elites is that 5 out of the 9 events will have forward-facing sonar. They haven't just established which ones, and they're basically just trying to level the playing field and at the same time, I think try to bring back people that have left because they're well, it's not really a challenge anymore because you're just looking for the fish on the screen and dropping it right in front of them. And so I think that's what they're trying to do is just level the playing field.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea. Because it's changed from, the best bass fisherman to the person who has the best equipment to just find them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think what's happened over time is that the old timers that grew up just tournament fishing based on skill alone, they haven't really adapted the way that the younger generation has, because I think the younger generation is so geared towards video games that looking at forward facing sonar is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
If they're geared up and they've got it, they've become a student of that game and they've now become really good at it. So
and a lot of the older guys aren't interested in setting all that stuff up, and they're just out there to catch some fish, have a good time. So
well, not only that, but it's pretty expensive stuff. I mean, it's
well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's expensive, way more expensive than it's ever been.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you a bait from this month's box, and this is the X Zone X Tube. Have you ever fished it?
I have. Yeah.
So How do you like to fish? How do you like to fish a tube in the waters that you're fishing?
Probably the same way as most people would. Just
I don't know. Most of our audience is down south, and they're going to tell me that they don't fish a tube because it's only for northern lakes and smallmouth fish.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
really.
That's what they're going to say.
Is that right? We'll see if they do. No, but I just put a jig in there, hop it off the bottom, cast it out, hop off the bottom, drag along the bottom a little bit, a few hops, a few twitches here and there, and boom, on, just like that. It's crazy how it happens.
No, I'm sorry for everyone in the audience who I'm ruining it. That like some of you are going to get this. All right, you're gonna have to talk for a minute. There's somebody at my door dropping off a package, so make yourself at home and introduce yourself to the audience. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. What's going on, everybody? Cole J here. It appears I am currently by myself, but that's okay. My buddy Rick has just disappeared, so I'll take this moment to say hello. My name is Cole J, and how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing very well. As a matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and take this opportunity to tell you all a story about myself. Bear with me. So last week, I think it was Sunday. Okay. So Sunday, I was fishing with my cousin, and we arrived back at the boathouse, and I went to step off of his boat, off the bow onto the boathouse dock. And I was stepping onto the dock, and by the time I pushed the boat backwards and I went to step on the dock, I sort of just lost my footing. I went crashing into the dock and then rolled off into the water, which was unfortunate for me. But luckily I was able to get myself back into the boat, and except my phone's no good anymore. So I've lost my phone.
Well, don't you just go to the store and get a new one?
That's the thing, but I thought it was going to turn back on, because it turned back on, but then it turned back off. And so I have my best. I'm hoping it comes back alive, but if not, I'll have to get something else, unfortunately.
Okay. So there's a bunch. I'm looking at the chat, and there's a bunch of people asking about tubes and how you actually rig a tube. I got Mike here asking about how to rig a tube.
Yep.
Can you ask, I have no experience with a tube. So John Fowler never used a tube before. So maybe we should go back to the tubes for a minute. And lucky enough, you asked about a whopper plopper last week. We already had them in the box, so it'd have to be a little bit longer before I put them back in. Because I can't give you guys duplicates, or else people lose their mind. To me, it's like if I sent you a whopper plopper, but then I send you another whopper plopper, but in a different color, then isn't that a good thing? But people lose their minds. But let's go back to these X-Zone X tubes.
All right.
So
yeah,
I could talk about it, but I feel like you're better off to talk about these tubes than I am.
Okay. All right. Let me just channel my inner expertise for just a moment. So the way I'm going to go ahead and fish a tube, there's tube jigs, right? That's normally what I go to. Of course, you can rig it differently. Like you can rig it in a Texas rig type of way if you want to make it weedless, if you're fishing like heavy grass. But most of the time for me, I'm just fishing around rocks and stuff. So I'm better off throw a tube jig in there. That's pretty much the way it is. A hollow body, of course, so it's pretty easy to just, put the jig in there, bring the hook out the top, and then tie it on. Away you go. Pretty standard rig to set up.
Yeah, I like to fish them with about a 1/8, 3/16 ounce traditional tungsten tube head jig. Fish that thing, or sometimes, like you said, whether it's Carolina or Texas, I'm going to rig this thing weedless And I mean, this thing's it's gonna mimic a crawfish. It's gonna mimic a lot of different. It's got a lot of different options. And and again, I'm going to challenge everybody that doesn't fish tubes that if you get these in your box, I want you to try it. Just try it. Yeah. And don't just tell yourself it's not going to work because you've been told that these are just northern baits for smallmouth. These are not northern baits for smallmouth. Sure, they work, but they'll work on anything. Matt Brown says he likes to drop shot it.
Yeah. Drop shot the tube jig. I've never tried that myself. Maybe I'll have to give it a shot.
Never tried it. You like to fish lipless?
Yeah, every now and again. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, and I stuck myself with one of the lipless that's in this month's box. Yeah. So this is the Berkeley War Pig. Mm-hmm. Some of the people watching are going to get stuck with one of these, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But these are the Berkeley Fusion hooks, and they're sticky as all can be. I'm gonna be ripping these next week when I go out. I got to get my fishing in before Matt Brown shows up, because when he does, then all eyes are on him, and he'll be highlighting how good he is. So, yeah. All right. Let me see. We got some questions. Good looking bait. Not sure when that soft plastic was made, but I can tell it was old. What? All right. Okay. Tell me.
What does it mean?
Tell me, JK. I'm not doubting you. I mean, you're the boss. I mean, I just got this delivery from X Zone. Tell me why you think this bait is old.
This will be good.
I mean, I don't actually know the answer, so tell me. Because
looks pretty new to me myself, looking at it from where I'm sitting.
Yeah. I mean, it's super. You can tell there's a ton of salt in this thing.
I can see it falling off.
Yeah. So I want to hear what he has to say. Kind of new to bass fishing, never used a tube. Can you use them shore fishing? You absolutely can.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Let's see. I want to see. All right, he's not going to. Let's talk about another bait in the box this month. I'm going to show this to you guys.
Ooh.
This is the new money maker. I know these guys have been waiting on it, and it has the internals of the Seeker 6, so it has the weight transfer system. It's got the magnetic weight transfer system, so it'll automatically drop. You can cast it a mile. It's got the ribs on the belly. This is just one of them. It comes in 8 different patterns. Interested to see what you guys think. I've watched it. The Willow does not foul the hooks. It's using short shank. This is one from the new tournament series, so it's not using the red hooks. We're using just short shank treble, mustad triple grips, and you guys are going to get one of these in your box this month. It comes in 8 different colors, and I'm super excited for you guys to try it. When I was in Oklahoma with Matt, we were fishing this thing. Any red and white? Yeah, there's definitely some red and white. This is a DT6, but I think it'll go just a little bit deeper than that, depending on the speed of your retrieve. But I think you guys are gonna love this. I'm excited for you guys. I'm gonna promote it. I'm gonna take the pictures tomorrow, put it on the site, give you guys an opportunity to get early access to the colors that I'm not putting in the box. This will be in the September box, Brandon. August is already done and out the door. So excited for you guys to see it. Pretty exciting stuff. What else? You love cupcake? I love cupcake too. Yeah. Everybody loves cupcakes.
Yeah, why not?
What else we got going on? So what so you grew up fishing, and was this something that like you got into because of your parents, your grandparents, or you just lived on a lake and you're like, I gotta go fishing with all my buddies?
Well, pretty much. I live right next to a lake, like a minute down the road. So I'd always go there. A lot of time with my dad. My dad would take me out there. My dad's very, very good at that kind of thing. Extremely patient individual. I must give a shout out to him for all that. But basically, he'll take me in the canoe, paddle me around, and so he just kind of started doing that. It was very enjoyable for me to go around and hang out with my dad, catch some fish, stuff like that. And so I've always just enjoyed the experience.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And let's see, someone's asking what's your go-to like rod reel setup when you're fishing?
Let's see. I enjoy as far as bait casters go, I do enjoy fishing bait casters quite often. Mostly I've got my main one's a 7-foot medium heavy Abu Garcia rod reel combo. 7-foot medium heavy. It's most time I go to.
Nice. Wait. Hold on a second. We've got Caro in here. Are you in the hospital, Caro? Are you watching live from the hospital? Because if you are, we got to talk to your doctor and make sure that this is okay. Because I understand it can be a little stressful here on the show. So we are sending you lots of love and lots of positive vibes. So it's good to see you out and about. All right. So I watched your adventures. I watched your videos of you bringing in the pike.
Yeah.
Trying to weigh the pike, losing the pike.
Yeah, sounds right.
And that had to sting a little bit.
Yeah, I've had that all too much. Losing fish, rods. I lost my scale. I just bought a weight scale, and then the same day, I put it in my life jacket, and my life jacket was sitting in the back of my truck, and it flew out of my truck on the way home, lost everything. But, just things like that here and there. I lost my personal best largemouth. I was trying to weigh it.
I thought there were no largemouth up there.
No, I went down south.
Oh.
I made a specialty trip to catch some.
Where'd you go?
And then dropped it. We're up in Bracebridge.
Wait, where?
Bracebridge?
I never even heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No.
It's like a few hours south from here. It's past North Bay area. Yeah. This was good.
Okay.
Lots of largemouth there.
What's the video that you got the most views of all time on? Tell me about it.
That was one that I made on Sparrow Lake. We were at a cottage, me and my cousin, and the rest of my family were at a cottage, and there was a lake nearby. It was a big lake. We stick to smaller lakes and just fish them with a canoe, but we decided we'll go on a bigger lake. Lots of people were. Let's check the search volume of that lake. Lots of people were searching for fishing in that lake, Sparrow Lake. So we went out and made a video on it, and it just kept, like every summer, it gets more and more views from people searching like Sparrow Lake and fishing in Sparrow Lake and stuff. So it just keeps getting views every year. It's at like 5,500, maybe 6,000 now.
Wait a minute, how many?
It's at like 6,000, I think, or 500.
Oh, you had views with a lot more than that. I've seen some of your shorts, and you had shorts with.
Oh, my shorts.
I don't care. I mean, it's a video's a video.
My most viewed short is 158,000.
And and what were you doing in that video?
That was actually not me. That was a guy that I was messaging on Facebook. He makes kayak fishing videos. His
Mhm.
channel's ND Yak Angler.
Sure.
Anyway, so I messaged him on Facebook to see if he's okay with me kind of reposting his videos
Mhm.
just on my channel, just to, something to do. So anyway, he said, yeah, sure, he'd love to do that. So I edited one up, posted it, got 158,000 views, and
Wow.
it's good. Good for me.
That's good, but it's gotta be frustrating to know that like you can edit somebody else's video, get a ton of views, and then you post
Yeah.
every day. Like, because I know when I post shorts, I'm like, all right, this is the dumbest short I've ever made. And yeah, like some of them will get like an obscene amount of views, and then you post some and they get like 1,000 views.
Yeah. I know it's weird. Like sometimes I post videos that I thought they were pretty good,
Mhm.
like shorts videos. They go out and they get frozen
Mhm.
at like 200 views. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I delete it and I re-upload it like 2 days later, and it goes up to 45,000.
Mm.
So I don't know how that works out entirely, but it seems
What? Why does someone want to watch? Why does someone want to subscribe to your channel? And when they do, what kind of content can they expect to see from you?
I think if you like fishing, for sure subscribe would be my recommendation. But you can expect some live streams. I've been big into live streams lately.
Mhm.
So I go out for an evening for 2-3 hours depending on the day, from my canoe, and I'll go live from there. You can watch me fish. I talk to everybody that joins in, all the chats. I respond to all the chats. Some shorts videos, some shorts videos highlighting my trips here and there.
Mhm.
Videos of me going out with my cousin or just myself. Lots of fun, entertaining, interesting moments with everybody. So
You ever dump the canoe?
nope, we got close.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I tipped it over when it was just me in there. It was a very windy day that day, and I unfortunately went overboard, but never with me and my dad and all our gear. So that's thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not a good day.
Yeah. Dumping a canoe isn't fun unless it's intentional. Because if you do, it's not only quite the surprise, but it's also a bit of a pain in the ass when you've got all your gear in it and you're trying to decide what to save first and flip that canoe back over so you can dump it all in.
That's just it. Yeah, that's the situation that I don't want to end up in ever.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to save. It's no good.
All right, we got a question in the chat. What Bill wants to know, been a while since I got to watch live. Can someone tell me what this XP means? What is XP, bro?
Well, you know what? I'm quite familiar with XP.
Okay, tell us.
So let me answer Bill's question. So XP is basically you gain XP through chatting and reacting to the stream. And if any donations gains you a lot of XP. And basically there's like an XP leaderboard.
What?
Yeah, you can climb the leaderboard and become, they give out crowns and stuff. You can be number 1, 2, and 3 XP leaderboards or whatever. It doesn't really amount to anything at the end of the day. As soon as the stream ends, everybody's XP is reset to 0. That's just a way to kind of be ranked as the top stream supporter, in a sense.
Sounds like a cash grab. All right. I mean, there was a while when what was it? Super chats. Oh my God, we would get super chats, and you'd bring in hundreds of dollars. Only then did we realize that YouTube's taken half of it, and that's when I told everyone stop doing those super chats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they take a good amount, eh? It's ridiculous.
They do. So, okay, if you could fish with, if you could fish on any lake, anywhere, where would it be?
That is a tough question. I haven't given that much thought myself. I'd like to try a lake with some big largemouth in it.
Like Gunnersville?
Something like that.
Gunnersville, Okeechobee.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring up Lake Fork because just not. What if you could fish with any like content creator, influencer, you get carte blanche. Who you want, or professional angler? Who'd you pick?
I think I'd have to choose John V. Just because I've watched a ton of his videos in the past, and I think I'd have to choose him. I just have to.
Why don't we just try to make that happen? I mean,
why don't we?
I mean, that'd be
That
great.
would be.
Right? I mean,
be just about the coolest thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ooh, James Anthony with Lake El Salto. That would be probably up there too. Oh my God. El Salto, if that's a bass fisherman's dream right there. Mike wants to know, in the winter, are you fishing? And if so, what are you fishing for?
It's a good question. Well, for me, I do ice fish every now and again. I never have much luck though, is the thing. But if I'm fishing for anything, it's going to be whatever I can get my hands on most of the time, which is going to be pike or walleye or sauger too. But like I said, I haven't had much luck. I don't know. It seems to be everybody that I know always says how many fish they catch. And then as soon as I make my way out there, it's nothing. It's just dead.
So how long will you go fishing for without catching anything? Like, how long before you're just going to call it a day?
For a few hours, probably. Because the thing is, like, if they're not there, they're not there. And then that's the thing. You can either just keep drilling holes as far as you can walk out until you end up finding them, or you can just say, you know what, this isn't the best move. Head home, come out the next day.
Yeah.
They're there. But depends.
Now, do you have like one of those ice huts, or are you just drilling holes sitting in the cold?
Well, for me, I don't have any ice huts or anything myself. So if I'm going to go out, then I'm going to have to pick a more mild day, like not minus 40 with 20 kilometer winds, like the one day. But yeah, most of the time when I do go ice fishing, it's with people that I know who have ice fishing huts or pop-up tents with like portable propane heaters or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not so bad, but yeah.
I'll be honest, I've never gone ice fishing. It feels like an excuse to go drinking with your friends. I'd really love to try it, but I'd want to go with someone's got a hut and someone's got like, you know, all the comforts of home, because I think it'd be amazing. But I think that like you totally have to like I know a dude that has like he pulls a house out there. He's got it Wi-Fi connected. He spends the night. He'll work the next day out of it, and they do some crazy stuff when it comes to filming. And I just think it'd be so much fun. But I also think it'd probably get really boring after a while, because it's not like I can go take a walk out on the ice. I mean, it could, but at what point does that like really become fun versus like?
Yeah. I've seen some pretty crazy ice fishing setups. Like people have, you know, like live scopes going down. They're essentially fishing with a big TV screen in front of them. They've got benches and all sorts of stuff, which looks fun for the day. But eventually it might be, you know, start to get a little old.
Now, is Abby Little someone that you know?
She's my girlfriend, yeah.
I knew it. You could tell. She's from. She ice fishes.
Yeah.
Now is she good at fishing? Be careful now. Be careful.
I got to be careful how I answer this one. But she's good. She's good. In fact, we were out fishing last week or a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember. In our kayaks, she almost had one. Broke the line.
Mm-hmm.
Lost her nice pink crankbait on a nice pike. Very unfortunate, but it's all right. It's all good. Things happen. All
right. What's her PB? Is it bigger than yours?
No way. No shot.
No shot.
I hold the record. I 100% hold the record. I don't know what her PB is actually.
Well, she's going to tell us in the chat in just a minute, and let's hope it's bigger. Let's hope it's not bigger than 5.
And don't lie either.
Well, listen, I'm not calling her a liar. I wouldn't dare do that.
No. I refuse to fish anything that's not pink, she says right on.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. Abby did give your YouTube channel pretty promptly, so she definitely works out well, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, let me see what else I got here. I already showed you guys this bait. Let me show you guys another bait. First of all, I want you to tell me whether you'd fish it, and if so, how would you go about fishing this bait?
You know, first of all, I mean, I would definitely fish it. It looks very interesting. Depends where I am, but I'd probably start. Well, yeah, it depends. But I'd probably start with just I might Texas rig it. Yeah, might throw Texas rig with a bullet weight on there. Might just put a jig head in.
Yeah. So this is has got it's obviously it's got the solid body at the top. It's you can see it's jointed in the middle, which is going to give it a ton of action, and then it's got a ton of bellows, the rattlesnake bellows on the back end with a split tail, and the action on this thing is insane. This is a brand new bait. This is the rattle shad from Grande Bass. They just came in today. I don't know when they're going to be in the box, but I'm going to get them on the site tomorrow and send out a notification for anyone that wants them. These are, they are sick. I don't care whether it's on forward-facing sonar. I don't care if you're, again, this thing is pretty legit. I think you guys are going to love this thing. Cupcake's going to definitely drop shot it for sure because she drop shots everything. But I'm excited for you guys to see this thing. So what else we got here? What else do we got here? Got a bunch of new stuff. You fish a lot of frogs?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I like a good frog. Normally I like to stick to, I like poppers. So.
Oh, well, you're in luck because I'm sending you what I think is one of the best poppers on the planet.
Yeah.
I might be a little biased, but it's a pretty popper.
Well, I'll just take your word for it.
I think it's the best bait that we've made. I know others might argue, but let me show you this bait.
Holy smokes!
So this is the Teckle Sharker, and it's, as you can see, it's a lot narrower. It's the whole body is keeled, and the way that it moves with this belly weight, it's gonna submerge it just a little bit, but you're gonna be able to walk this thing, and it's legit. We're going to put this in an upcoming box. I just haven't scheduled it, but it just arrived today, and I'm super excited for this. JK, these are not the items for the August box because the August box is done shipping. They've all shipped. So if you have it, great. If you don't, here's what I would suggest. I would send an email to support@monsterbass.com and tell them to ship your box at the beginning of the month. Ship it at the beginning of the month. Don't be waiting. You should not be sitting here on September, the 3rd, and asking about the August box because it means you're getting it late in the month. We will move it up to the beginning of the month, upgrade your shipping, because you might be on an older shipping schedule. We will take care of everything and get that to you. No cost. Support at monsterbass.com. Tell them to move up your shipping date to the next possible shipping. All right. Let's see. We are going to do a couple. We're going to call some golden tickets in a second. So if you're just tuning in now, we're talking with Cole from Cole J Fishing. He resides in cottage country up in Canada. I spent a lot of time as a kid up in cottage country and in Nova Scotia because it seemed like that's where my parents always spent a lot of time, and our friends all had cottages. So I'm somewhat familiar with it. So we've talked about his PB. We've talked about pike fishing. What's next for you? Like in terms of like fishing, content creation, you got a few months left before it ice is over.
Yeah, I know. It's too bad. I'd like to get out, do some more live streams, film some more videos, trying to get some content for the wintertime so I could, still get some content out since I won't be ice fishing too much. But I've never done an ice fishing video ever, so maybe this will be the year for one or two of those. See how it goes. But yeah, just gotta get some content in so I can edit some this winter. See what I can do there. But
okay, what we got a question from someone wanting to know what your channel mainly focuses on, and can you give us a good pitch to go watch it?
Okay, sure. I'll say my channel mainly focuses on fishing and fun times, I would say. It's always a fun time. A pitch would be, if you're here right now, you must like fishing. You must. So that's, check it out, You can watch me catch some fish. I have a fair amount of fishing fails as well. If you're interested in seeing some mishaps, you'll see tons of those. Who doesn't want to see misfortune? So go ahead and check that out. I got tons of shorts videos, and you can interact with me personally live on stream. Check out my other short videos, and check it out. It's worth a shot. You can subscribe for free. It doesn't even cost you anything. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. Check it out.
All right. Abby says he does lots of live streams out on the water fishing with his dad and does some fishing challenges.
That's true.
Yes, live on the stream. And he does some education. Wow, you have a pitch woman here that is doing a heck of a job.
I know. I don't even have to say anything. I can just mute my mic and it'll be done for me.
Yeah. All right, Abby, you're next week's guest. So it looks like we're gonna see the better half. All right, someone wants to know. Let me just make sure that I've got this. Are you getting married anytime soon? Oh God.
It depends what you consider soon to be. Eventually. Eventually. Okay, we'll give it a little while.
How long have you been dating Abby?
It's been 2 years.
Wow.
In June, 2 years in June. So just over 2 years. Yeah.
Give me one thing that you that makes Abby special.
Just one. There's so many,
I don't know.
I'd say she's very supportive. I would say she's very supportive.
Okay.
Just where you need her to be, just when you want her to be there, kind of thing.
She's even keeled and supportive. She shows up when you need it.
That's it. That's just it. Yeah, it's very important.
There you go. T-Rex says. There you go. It says put a ring on it. T-Rex.
There you go.
We can't speed this up. It's only been 2 years. If that were the case, I'd be getting married right now too.
Right on.
So, What else? All right. So who's got a question for Cole, and who wants to call in? I'm gonna put my phone number down. If you already have it, you can call in. If you don't, here's my number. God, I'm so nervous. Let's see. Can you all throw his channel link up in the chat? I think Cole can put his channel link up in the chat.
Can I? Hold on. Let me see.
I mean, I could
join the chat. Connect your YouTube account to join the live chat. Hold on. Bear with me.
Here, I can do it. Cole J Fishing YouTube.
Oh, so there's an issue.
Wow, Cole. I guess you're not going to be able to have if you marry Abby, you're not going to be able to have a husband and wife YouTube because it looks like there already is one.
Yeah, I know. What's going on?
I don't
surpass them.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
What's that?
Let me see here. Huh. Why am I not finding it? Cole, you ever fish buzz baits in the middle of summer for smallmouth?
I have, actually. I have. The last time I did, I ended up accidentally dropping my whole rod in the water. Lost it, sank to the bottom. Since then, I haven't, though. I lost my whole buzz bait, too. It was my last one. I'll have to make a trip up to the store, grab one. But I have. They're pretty good. It was just a single-bladed one.
Okay.
But it worked good for me.
Is there a fishing technique you'd like to get better at in the next year? It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, of course, I'd like to improve at all of them. Let's pick one. Maybe I'd try a different rig. Like I tend to seem to stick to my same ones, but maybe to try a different one would be interesting. You know, like what?
I haven't tried much of the Carolina rig.
Maybe that's because you're not boring.
Maybe, but maybe I should try some new stuff because normally I end up, which is good. It works for me, but like Ned rigs, drop shots, Senkos, stuff like that. But maybe branching out would be something. We'll have to see.
Okay. Jordan wants to know, I heard Canadians take their wives' names. Are you prepared to take Abby's last name?
False. Yeah, false. We won't be doing that. No.
Okay.
Not the case.
Let me see. I got a question here on my phone. Does milk still come in a plastic bag in Canada?
Correct. It sure does. It depends. I mean, it comes in cartons or plastic bags, but mostly, yeah, plastic bags is going to be your go-to. You got 3 bags of milk in a plastic bag, and then those 3 bags of plastic is in another plastic bag.
And you basically take the plastic bag, drop it into like this pitcher, and then you slice the end off and you pour it.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, I remember when I was a kid when I saw that, and I was like, I don't understand. Milk comes in a plastic bag. I can't even believe I got this question sent to me. That's so amazing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Briar's mom just responded. All right. Yes, Jordan, milk in a bag. Used to drink it like a Capri Sun. Okay. Let's do something right now. I've got one of the things we like to do, Cole, is we love to celebrate people's catches. And on the website, we've got something we call the trophy room. And you can upload your pick. We don't care whether it's your biggest, your smallest, or just a catch you're proud of. And so I'm going to go through a few of them. And if you want, guys, if you're watching and it's your first time, you can head over to monsterbass.com/PB, upload your pick. And if we use your pick, we're going to send you something just the same way that we did with Briar last week. So this picture is Justin from Illinois with a 7.8 pounder. Now let's see. This is Mark in Florida with a 10 pounder.
That's a 10.
It's big. It's big. Matt, that's what a 10 pounder looks like, just so you know. All right. This is Reef. This kid caught a 6 pounder in California. That's a good looking fish.
Yeah.
He definitely went to the Matt Brown school of how to stiff arm a fish. Let's see. Here's Briar. This is Briar, everyone. This is Briar who called in last week with a 5 pounder in Virginia. That fish is as big as him. Yeah. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you, Briar and Briar's mom, for submitting that pick last week. Really glad that you convinced him to jump on, and I hope he likes that bait caster we're going to send him. And then last but not least, out of New York, we got Roland. Roland with a 1 pounder, and he's looking at that thing like he's so excited. And so if Roland's parents are watching, make sure you hit me up at rick@monsterbass.com. I want to send this little guy something. At least like a whack ton of stickers, because I'm sure he's going to love it. So there we go. All right, so back to Abby, your pitch woman. You've another thing to subscribe to Cole's channel is you've got a couple of drone videos of Northern Ontario. So if we want to see what Northern Ontario looks like, either we can go to your house and just stop by and be like, hey, I subscribe to your channel, or we can just watch some drone footage. So
that's right, one or the other.
Amazing.
Yeah, I do have some drone video. Pretty cool. Every time you put the drone up, it's just quite a fascinating view. So it's hard not to.
All right, now hold on. Man stuff, dad stuff. That's his first bass. Is that your son? Is this your son? Because if it is, I want to know, how old is he? And would he ever come on and talk about him catching the fish? Oh, congratulations, man stuff, dad stuff. That's great. How old is Roland? He's 2. Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
Maybe he's a little young to come on, but if he wants to come on and talk, I would love to hear about his catching fish. But it's your kid, and I totally get all that. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So good. So good. All right. What else? He babbles, not talks. Well, so do I. Listen, you give me I'm drinking like sparkling water, so it's not going to make me babble. But if I were, okay, let's see here. We got comments. Where is the golden tickets? Oh, those are last week's. So let me pull up this week. So I got them written down here. This week's golden tickets. Wow, they're very similar. Okay. All right, guys. So you guys know that your box comes with an individually numbered golden ticket. And if I call out this number, email me at rick@monsterbass.com. Show me a picture of the ticket, and I will. I'll mail you some. Make sure you give me your address, your cell phone number, and your name, so I can pack a bag. And all bags are going out tomorrow. So if you're waiting on a bag, you're getting it tomorrow. But the golden ticket numbers for right now are 1502. Oh, I got it wrong. God. 502 141 There you go. So the first set of numbers Oh my God. 150214109. We've got some new golden tickets coming. We've got a new sponsor in Wiley X, and we're going to be giving away sunglasses and all sorts of stuff every week. So don't worry, you guys are we're gonna be pulling some of your numbers too. So look at Marty Lawson already throwing in his number. We haven't even called for him yet, and Marty's already excited. So you don't know this, Cole, but Marty works at the Pentagon. He's got classified G-14 clearance, and so sometimes he gets a little excited because we don't know when he's going to have to go back to the Pentagon, push the button, and make bad things happen. So,
Right on.
So it's okay when he does it a little ahead of time. So,
Right on. All right.
What do we have here? Oh, I got another question. I can't answer this question. I'm not asking you this question. John Peterson's Random Adventures. Who's that?
Hey, John? That's a nice guy who's stopped around to my live streams.
All right.
For my subscribers, John Peterson.
Well, welcome, John Peterson. Welcome to the show. Can I ask these questions? These are some weird questions. I'm not asking. Oh, just tried calling you and it went to voicemail. All right, Marty, I'll call you back. Hold on. We're going to have a question for you. Yeah, no.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yourself?
Wonderful. How are you, Cole?
I'm excellent. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Doing great.
Fantastic.
Hey, I got a question for you. I'm originally from Maine and did a lot of smallmouth bass fishing in Maine. And I'm wondering if you've ever used deer hair jigs with like crawdad trailers. That was always my go-to for smallmouth. But, now I live in Virginia and I do fish for smallmouth on the Rappahannock River here close to me.
Yeah.
You can't find deer hair jigs down here in Virginia for nothing. I'm wondering if you've ever used them.
I never have. I use something probably similar. Like I use the standard jig with a a skirt on it. I've never used specifically deer hair jig before, but I'm sure it worked pretty similar to what I like to use, which is just like a regular jig with a nice skirt on it with a crawdad trailer, just like you said. But
yeah, the deer hair has air in it, so it makes that jig kind of sink a little bit slower.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of action, and it might be something you want to try out. The other thing, you were talking about the tube earlier. One of the things I like to do even for largemouth here in Virginia now is I take that tube and I push a 6-inch worm in there, and then I rig it up Texas style. And, those little tentacles on the tube kind of flare out, and then you have that long tail out behind it. And I'll tell you what, it works magic. Gives it a whole lot different action. It kind of swims down through the water column because you got that rounded head on the tube, and then you have essentially a trailer, which is your 6-inch worm off the back end of it. So another thing that you might want to try.
And you're talking about a live worm or just a plastic worm?
No, plastic worm.
Okay.
Plastic worm. Yep.
So you put the plastic worm Like I assume just like a finesse worm of sorts, or more like a Senko type of thing.
Like a grande bass rattlesnake or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a 6-inch worm. It can even be a curly tail, but it has to be able to fit up inside that hollow body of the tube.
Yeah.
It's just a different way to rig a tube. Makes it bigger, obviously a little bit bulkier.
How the heck do you get it in there?
Rick's trying to do it now.
Rick's giving us a live demonstration.
So you basically, what you're saying is it ends up looking like this.
Yes.
And so when it's going through the water, these are all just flailing in the water and it's just giving it more action.
Yep, exactly.
Really?
Huh. I've never tried that. I've never heard of it, but I can see it working for sure.
How the heck do you get it in all the way?
That's what she said.
Oh, stop it.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so I'm showing another worm that's in some of the boxes this month. This is wait, is this in this month or next month? I don't know. I shouldn't say that because people are gonna get mad, but well, that's an interesting hack. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Shot, you know?
The other thing, Cole, you mentioned that you like to fish a drop shot and sometimes a Ned rig. Have you ever fished the drop dead Ned?
The what?
I don't believe I have.
No, I've not fished it.
Okay, so that's using instead of a drop shot weight, you're using your Ned rig. So you're actually presenting two baits, one on the bottom and one suspended. And instead of using a drop shot weight, you use a Ned rig. So you're hitting two different parts of the water column.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess that could work pretty well together too.
Can't help it. I come up with all these neat tricks, you know?
I mean, you're not that old. I mean, I'm older than you, bro.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Look, now you're just
You're
bragging.
52.
No, I'm not 52. I'm way more than 52. And I got a birthday coming up.
Oh. Well, how old are you?
Come on, bro. I'm almost going to be 60.
I'm 62.
Oh, well, you're old. Old. You're old, man.
That's all right.
Huh.
James
That's
Anthony,
all right.
I'm not. No, I'm going to be 56 in October.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cole, try out that tube with the worm in it. I like to fish a Texas rig, and I don't take the weight. So it kind of falls a little bit different, but it works really good for largemouth. I haven't been up to try it for smallmouth lately, but give it a shot. Works really well.
I mean, I certainly will. Maybe on my next live stream, I'll rig one up live, experiment with it, see how we do. But it's worth a shot.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Right on.
All right, guys. Thank you for letting me push some hacks and asking a couple questions.
Spread some wisdom. Yeah.
Well, just so you know, Marty, we're going to do a whole episode when I remember to send out the notification to everybody about live, because literally 1 minute before I was like, oh my God, I never sent out the notification. We're going to do a whole episode on hacks. I'm going to bring on Epic Eric, because we all love Eric Lasso, and we're going to do nothing but hacks.
Oh, I got a ton of them.
What's like
3?
3? Come on now.
Okay, so you want to be the guest, and you can just go through all your hacks?
No.
Well, no, maybe we'll put you on with somebody else, and we'll go through all the hacks, and we'll wait and see, like, what everybody thinks.
Well, we could do that. I'd be willing to do that.
Done.
All right. Just let me know.
All right, I'm going to follow up with you.
Yeah, and I'll write all my apps down.
You do that.
All right. Sounds
Right
good.
on.
Okay. Well, thanks for
All right,
calling in,
brother.
Marty.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Wait.
Have a good
Before
one.
you go, how's your wife?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I love
we're
that.
doing good. Neither one of us has been in the hospital for, about 6 months now.
I love to hear that. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, man.
And, and Cole, I subscribed to your channel already, buddy. Thank you.
Oh man, love that. Thanks, Marty.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. We got to call this person because he's trying to get on.
Right on.
General Patry.
Yes, sir.
So I had a question. Can we hold up the new rattle shad?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to talk to him about that because I don't know. I'm pretty stoked about seeing it, and I don't know. How would you specifically rig something like that? What would be your preferred go-to, or how would you fish it?
I think I would have to try it out and see, because I've never fished something that like a minnow like that that's like split.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd probably just start with put a jig head in it, start simple, see how it reacts. But if I wanted it to be weedless, I'd probably throw just a bullet weight Texas rig on there.
I guess my other question would be, what would that mimic that far north? So I've fished touching Canada, but I've never been to where, northern Ontario sounds pretty chilly. Like, I don't even know what the water temps this time of year would be up there. So, like what would that mimic, or is that a bait profile that would be in that area consistently?
Yeah, absolutely. It just mimics some sort of shad. Tons of shad and stuff right now. So that would definitely mimic that minnow or some sort of shad for sure.
And I think I'd fish this, Matt, with a jig head, right? Because I put the head on it. It's got the slot for the hook. I mean, I feel like I'd swim this thing all day long.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm putting together some ideas because I'm really excited. I mean, I could ping that like a minnow, jig head minnow. Sorry, the dogs are finding the squirrels in the neighborhood. But the best, I don't know. I mean, I love that it's segmented like that. It's almost like, how would I allow that free tail to swim itself? Do I free rig it with like a maybe like a 1/0 and like just a screw nose and just pull it, try to keep it as free as possible? You know what I mean? I'm sitting here kind of brainstorming because it's giving me ideas of way to fish it that necessarily I like take a 1/0 drop shot hook and tie a free rig on it and pull it and allow that tail to really kick and have no impedance from the hook going through the body of the actual worm or the minnow itself. I don't know. It makes me excited. So I didn't know what your ideas were on that. If you had any thoughts, or if you had much experience with jig head minnows that far north. I know it's really, really getting huge down here where I'm at. So that's one of those. I don't know. I don't know how you guys fish up there, so I was wondering.
Yeah, no, I use tons of swim baits myself all the time. It's a really popular fishing style for where I am. Mm-hmm. So I think, like, just looking at that swim bait there, I think it would do me some good for sure. Looks fantastic. But
I mean, so many people are saying like Matt, what about the tungsten weighted hook with the underspin?
I mean, that's another perfect way you could fish it. You know what I mean? It looks like you could run a 3 or maybe even a 4/0 hook and run it up through that recessed portion on top there and be able to, create that weedless presentation and fish it about anywhere and still get that really subtle action of that tail oscillating back and forth as it rolls through the water. I don't know. I mean, it looks like you could throw it on the back of a big, huge spinner bait, or like if you had a big chatter bait that you wanted to throw and have that, because you get anything that's going to move side to side. I don't know. It reminds me of, like a segmented swim bait almost. Just how floppy it is. You know what I mean? And like it's gonna want to travel side to side. So I don't know. It made me really excited and want to get your opinion of it, because that's definitely a new coming out that you see more in Japan and stuff, to have those type of bodies, and I don't know. It's unique, exciting, and I can't wait to fish it.
Yeah, I think it could do quite well on a chatterbait too. Like if you're gonna use it as a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chatterbait sub, kind of like sudden side to side movement might get the tail really going.
What's a double fluke rig?
So it's like you could do a double fluke rig a couple different ways. Some guys tie a double swivel, so you'll have like a 3-way swivel, and so it has 2 tie points down, and then you tie 2 Texas rigged, yeah. Whatever 1/0 hooks, and you can fit, and they're going to swim independently of each other, and kind of dart back and forth, and the reason you do the swivel is so your lines don't roll up on top of each other. They'll have the free spin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool rig. I've seen a lot of guys do it. I know some states don't allow it. It's like it's a 1 hook point per line. I know some of them, it's like the treble hooks count as 1 tie, but you're only allowed to have, 1 bait hook per tie point. But yeah, I mean, if your state allows a double rig,
or
those
province.
things are deadly.
Mm-hmm.
How do Canadian rules and laws apply to stuff like that? Do you guys have special rules to rigs that you're allowed to throw?
I don't think so. Like it's pretty much whatever you can do. Yeah, we're not too strict in Ontario anyway. It's pretty good. You can pretty much do whatever.
That's kind of how it is here too. In Oklahoma, you can throw about whatever you want to throw. There's tournament restrictions, that maybe limit you to not throwing an A rig or something. But if you just want to go out and pleasure fish, as long as you don't bring in invasive species to the water, we're just like, hey, have a good time. Knock yourself out.
Yeah. Just go for it. Absolutely.
Cool. What else you got?
Awesome.
Anything else, Matt? Or you good?
I appreciate it. No, that answered my question. That was really cool.
All right, Matt. One other thing before I let you go.
Okay.
Remember the guys next to us at iCast that are making the hair jigs out of rabbit and fox for us?
Yes. Yes.
I have your tracking number, and the samples are on the way to you to test out and give us your feedback.
Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be fun. That is, if you fish hair jigs, I'm excited to see how these fish.
Yeah.
These could be definitely really cool and game changing.
I'm thinking that mine will arrive, before next week's show. And if they do, I'm going to show those off. So.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Well, we'll holler at you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
All right. We might take one more because I don't want to keep it too long. Let me just find an appropriate question. And oddly enough, they're all about your girlfriend and whether you're going to get married, whether she's a better at fishing. Let me see.
Right on.
Figures. You guys are awful. And I mean that in a good way. They're all funny questions. None of them are rude. But it's just like, I'm not going to go down the path of this. All right. Let's see here. All right, I'll ask this, and then that'll be my last question. You got one bait to fish for the rest of your life, and it's not a drop shot.
Okay. Swim bait, I guess. We'll do swim bait.
Like a soft plastic swim bait or a big hard bait?
Yeah. No, just like a 3-4 inch paddle-tail swim bait. Yeah. If I only have one, I mean, what a terrible shame, to only have one for the rest of my life. But if it's got to be that way, I guess I'm going to have to go with a swim bait. Very versatile. I like using them. Lots of use for them here. I have to go with that.
Okay. Yeah. I'd like to ask everyone in the audience, because the moment I asked the question, I knew T-Rex would say Ragnar, and I love you for that. But I'd love to know what everybody's. You got one bait to fish for the rest of your life. I don't care what it is. Tell me what you're fishing. And while you're doing that, Cole, I want to say thank you for coming on the show today. I want to welcome you to the Monster Bass family, and I'm excited to get some baits in your hands.
Absolutely.
Test some of them out on your home waters, so that we can so you can give us some feedback on Canadian waters. I think I'm the only one that's fished them in Canadian waters that I know of.
Really? That's a cool thing. There we go.
And we know Abby's answer. It would be a pink crankbait. That's what she said. All right, Abby. What I want to know from Abby is the pink crankbait. Are we talking like a dives to 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, 2 inch, like super small? Like what type of crankbait are we throwing that's going to be pink? We got wacky rigs, swim baits. God, there's a lot of people with you don't eat pike, do you?
I don't know.
You don't eat pike, do you? Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
For real?
Oh yeah. Why not? Why not?
Isn't it just all bones? Oh, isn't it all bones?
Or cut. Well, it depends who you are. Like some people don't know how to clean them. My dad's pretty good at cleaning them. I'm okay. I can get by. But there's a special technique, of course. But as soon as you get that down, I mean, you're good to go. There's like a Y bone, which you got to get around. But other than that,
maybe you need to make a video on catch and cook and pike.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Why not? I don't know. I've never seen anyone fillet a pike. I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Well, maybe I should give it a try, because there's a special technique to it. There's all kinds of different techniques and stuff, but our technique is the way to get no bones, of course, and then the most meat possible, without just cutting all the meat and the bones off. We just cut the bones out after we get the actual fillet. So, but we got it down to a science, and we're good now.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. Really appreciate you taking a couple hours out of your day. And thank you for sharing Abby with us. And
there you go.
I wish you guys the best. I'm at the 2-year mark as well. I got some big decisions. I got some big decisions to make. Yeah. And, I don't know where it's going to go, but I can tell you that my life's better with her. My life is definitely better, with her in it.
Absolutely.
But she's not much of a fisherwoman.
No.
Nope. That's a good.
Abby's not huge into fishing either. She wouldn't go without me. Like,
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No, I think that she'd go fishing. She's solid.
Yeah.
Pink crankbaits.
As long as she has a pink crankbait. She lost her only pink crankbait. I'll have to get her a new one.
Yeah. Tater, I have fished Gunnersville. I went down and I fished with Mikey Balls. And we were just crushing them off ledges. I got to tell you, when you're cranking down to 20 feet and you're doing nothing but casting and cranking to 20, your arm starts to burn. But you got to do what you got to do. But I had a great time. I was with Alex Rudd and Mikey Balls at the time. Somebody else. Oh, Rafi. Anyways. All right, man, I'm going to let you go so you can get back to your day. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Abby, have a great first day of school tomorrow, and we'll have you back on sometime.
Right on.
All right, man. We'll talk to you
All
soon.
right.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right. Bye.
See you later.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. It's Cole. Cole from Canada. You know what they say about Canadians? I mean, I know I lived there. Actually, I don't know what they say about Canadians. They don't. But listen, I got a comment up on the screen, and I was just thinking I could run to the garage and show you this new bait. Should I do that right now? Because Carol, I've got a bait that I don't have a name for. I don't have a name for it. And I was just thinking, we've had on the show, we came up with we know what we're going to name the new chatterbait rod, the Chattergrams, or we're going to name the new chatterbait the Chattergrams. One of the two. I think the Chattergrams for the chatterbait would be good, but we got to check with him. But I've got a new bait that I don't have a name for. Should I go get it and show you guys? All right, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Comment. Okay, now I want you guys to keep in mind, this is a prototype. The paint job is just paint on it. The eyes aren't the eyes I'd use. Ouch. But I'm going to show you this bait. This is the 4-inch version. It comes in a 4, a 5, and a 6. I think the 6, yeah. You know, it's got the magnet. The hook, as you can see, is a little bit different on the front. Oh, sorry. The hook's a little bit different, as you can see on the front. But this is going to be, I'm making this in a 4-inch version. I think it'll be ready in time for December. I'm trying to make a glide bait, but what if we just call, I mean, I was thinking that this could be the, God, what did I call this thing? I think when I drew it up, when we drew it, I was like the prime target or something like that, but we could just call this Grease Lightning. I don't know if I get sued. I don't know. I can call this Slick Rick. I don't think that's the name. Also, I can tell you that like the gill plates are wrong. This is the first version. I've made 4 versions of it now. But this is what I'm thinking. Maybe we just call this thing Grease Lightning. What should we call it? Slick Rick, really? Your birthday looks like a buku gill that sits in my box, and I've never. It's definitely not a buku gill. I'd love to collaborate with them, but you know you can't because this is they're with GSM. The Little Ricky, come on. The tank bait, monster glide. It's not a glide bait, so it can't be a glide bait. But I am thinking about a glide bait, but I did have one version. I'm just not really good at it because the wrapper Slick Rick. Whatever. I love Slick Rick. Anyway, so how do you guys feel about the hook on the front being like that? You guys cool with that? I want to know. Children's Store is such a great thing. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Even my kid loves it now. True story. My very first concert in my life, I told my parents I was going to the mall, and my friend and I took the bus down to the Southwest Community Center in Syracuse, New York, and we thought we were so cool. And we went and saw Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. We were the only white kids too, but it was cool. So anyways, there's a bait that I'm making, and it's going to come out in December. I'm hoping They said it's going to ship the end of October, which means end of October means as long as there's no delays with customs. Sir Swims a lot. Oh, I like that one. But I feel like if we're going to do something with Sir Swims a lot, we need a fat bait. Does the front hook snap back when you cast it? Well, yeah, because, all right, so when you cast it, I'm going to guess that the magnet catches it. So that's what it's going to do. Blade runner, wobble shad. Maybe. Anyways, there you guys have it. I'm excited. I was excited to show you guys. The Grande Bass Big Chomp. Can't do that. Can't be Grande Bass. All right. All right, guys. I've kept you guys on for a long time. Let's do some golden ticket. Wait. Tangling up in the line. Why would the front hook tangle up in the line any more than any other treble? In fact, I would think not. I've never had it. Yeah, I've never had it do that. Yeah, I don't think I've had a problem. So, anyway, golden tickets. Let me see them. Put them in the chat. Hook me up. It's that time. Slim Shady. Ooh, I like that. Although I feel like the Slim Shady should be for something like this Reaction Innovation Flirt Worm, which I'm working on right now. You know, something super slim and thin. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's see. We got some numbers. We got some numbers, boys and girls. Carol, are you still watching? Are you still watching Grease Lightning? All right, I'm going to give you guys, yes, I love that. Our fishing. Let's see those numbers. All right, I'm going to call it in just a minute. Lightning Mag Shad. We're going to come up with something. What do you guys think about, while you're still entering numbers, what do you guys think about if I did a Monster Bass Live and it was just kids? Like, what if I sent out something to all you guys and said, hey, we're going to do a show. It's just for kids. Of course, the parents can listen, but all we want to do is teach little guys and little girls how to fish. We want them to call in. The only pictures we're going to show are from the little ones, and make a really cool, fun, kid-appropriate show just for a younger crowd. Like, do you think little kids would tune in? Or do you think you would get your kids to tune in? Like, I often wonder, because I do so much with kids, like whether it's with scouting and stuff, and I have this passion for, like, you know, shaping and molding the next generation and giving back. And I feel like whether it's with vets or whether it's first responders, but I've never done anything with kids. And I feel like this would be so cool to do. And, you know, I'd have to find like a younger influencer, someone that's really good working with kids, and talk about it. I don't know. I feel like this would be amazing. We could go live at Tattered Steel. We could go live a little bit earlier. So like maybe we do 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Although then I feel like we screw the West Coast because they're at 3 o'clock. I want to find a way to do that. Maybe we do it on a Saturday or on a Sunday evening at like 4 o'clock. Like Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern. Although football season's coming up, so I don't think I could do that. All right, guys, I've got my numbers. You ready? Here we go. The golden ticket numbers tonight are there it is. 40732 and Caro. It's my company. I can do whatever I want. So Caro, since you're home, resting up, we're going to pick you tonight. You're here every single week. You just got out of the hospital, and yet here you are. And congratulations to Gina Watson. You know the routine. Email me at rick@monsterbass.com. Take a picture of you and the ticket. Give me your name, your address, your phone number, and I will make sure that you guys are all taken care of. And I'll see you next week. So I will, you guys have a great night. I love being a part of this. I love hanging out with you guys. I'll tell you what I would love is more phone calls, more questions, because I feel like that's what's cool about the community is that like we get someone on and then they make, we ask them questions, we get to know them. I think that's pretty cool. So I love you guys. Oh, you're still sitting in the hospital for 2 more days. Ugh. You want me to send you a pizza or something? Because the food probably sucks. So I didn't know you were still in the hospital. But all right, guys. Caro, get better. Everyone else, I'll see you next week. I love you guys. Have a great night. Thanks, guys.